Yeah. One of the most satisfying moments of adulthood was buying a box of Trix and eating that whole thing to myself.
I can just imagine you at the cash paying for it, looking over both shoulders, hurrying out of the grocery store.
No one's going to stop me. Yeah. Not that great.
No, I can't imagine. Were they like Fruity Pebbles?
Basically. I mean, all cereals are really similar.
Basically, sweet crunch.
Yeah.
Matthew, you were talking earlier, because I told you this story about spilling my milk, how you don't like drinking your milk after cereal.
It's not that I don't. I do it, but it's more of a... I feel obligated to, because otherwise I'm wasting the milk. Mm-hmm. But sometimes I run into an issue where I have too much milk, so I add more cereal.
Well, this sounds like an endless cycle.
Yeah. Well, because then you have too much cereal.
You eat a bowl of cereal,
milk.
You've got too much milk left. You pour some cereal in, oh, now it's not enough milk. Add more milk. And then you just do that ad infinitum.
Yeah. Well, it's happened. That's how you run out of cereal and milk real fast.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I've done it as a teen. I've spent a Saturday morning with a carton of milk in front of me and a box of cereal.
Yeah.
And probably ate that whole thing, if not most of it.
Yeah. Are you looking forward to drinking the milk after? Is that why you're eating the cereal, to have the cereal milk?
No, but that's part of it.
Would you just want a big glass of
like
it one
a fruit? If someone gave me if they sold Fruit Loop milk,
yeah,
I'd buy that milk.
Yeah, with like little
no,
filtered completely, no pulp.
I don't want not pulp. It's not pulp.
No, it's a kind of pulp. It's a
Fruit
residue
Loop chunks.
Fruit Loop residue. Yeah.
No, I want to taste like Fruit Loop milk, but not have Fruit Loop chunks, because that implies to me almost that someone had a bowl of Fruit Loops and they poured the rest into this carton.
I feel like that's how they do it.
Oh, couldn't they just soak some Fruit Loops and remove them?
That's a waste of Fruit Loops.
Yeah,
you're just a starving kid in Africa.
Whatever the chemicals are that make Fruit Loops taste like Fruit Loops, pour those in the milk. Skip the middleman.
Maybe.
In this low-carb world, let's skip the middleman, just drink some sugary milk.
Yeah, I feel like my stomach wouldn't agree.
Well, not if you drink too much.
I drink too much milk nowadays. My stomach hurts a little.
You do this on the regular?
Drink too much milk?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, why?
It's so refreshing.
Okay, I mean, I like milk, but really only occasionally. I think I'd say since maybe October, I've had 2 cartons of chocolate milk.
Chocolate milk is different.
Is it? As far as sweet milk, we're talking about sweet milk.
Oh, okay, I'm just talking about milk now.
Okay.
I'm a growing boy.
2 cartons of chocolate milk, and I almost never have a glass of milk, but I'll often have cereal.
Okay.
Maybe even not often. That's not true. Maybe every other week I buy a 1-liter carton of milk and end up dumping half of it because it's gone bad.
Oh, that's insane. Are you buying the cheap milk?
I don't think so. I don't think I am.
It goes bad faster. Sometimes you buy some of the more expensive milk, like the $5 2-liter carton. Mm-hmm. That stuff's good for over a month.
Really?
Yeah.
Are we opening it?
Yeah, I'm opening it. Okay. Yeah, if it's coming up to the last week, I'll usually smell it first. But I've never had to throw out milk. That sounds barbaric.
But where are you buying your milk that it's good for weeks and weeks after the purchase date? I bought milk today and it's good for the next 2 weeks.
Only. You gotta shop around. You gotta dig to the bottom.
I went to the back. I went to the grocery store and I went to the back. I was moving milk. I'm moving milk. I'm looking around. I'm sure people are noticing me moving all the milk so I can grab a back milk. You know what I got? 1 extra day.
Well, that's 1 day's worth of milk that you didn't have to throw away.
That's true.
Yeah, you just do better.
I guess I'll make more of an effort, a concentrated effort to drink my milk.
You should eat more cookies because that helps the milk go down.
That's true.
Well, other way around, but
really, yeah, they go hand in hand.
Yeah.
Matthew, moving on from milk, let's get back to the burger.
Yes.
What did you think of the Loïc cheeseburger?
So,
let's get into a little more depth here. So we said what it is, but not our thoughts.
Not our thoughts, no. You know what? It was all pretty good. A little drippy. I kind of kept it in the packaging for a while because otherwise it was falling apart.
Wrapped, but exposed in a wax paper. Mm-hmm. And I didn't even think to take it out, honestly, so I didn't really notice the drippiness.
Yeah. Well, the first half of the burger I ate within the confines of its wrappings, mm-hmm. and after that I removed it to really get a good look at the thing. I found that for the most part I really enjoyed it. It was a very good, simple, tasty little burger with that sauce that I couldn't put my finger on. and we'll never know. But there were two things about it. Two things. I had two qualms.
Mm-hmm.
Never thought I'd say this. Too cheesy.
Really?
Too cheesy. Every bite was just an overload of cheese. And I think the thing was, it wasn't the good cheese. It wasn't expensive cheese. Just Kraft American single cheese.
It was an American cheese type of burger.
Yeah. I don't. It was just every bite. The cheese was overpowering. I was looking forward to having one bite where the cheese didn't really get to. And it's like, no, the cheese got to the whole thing. It contaminated the whole thing.
I won't disagree with you that every bite was quite cheesy, but I don't think it was necessarily to the detriment.
No. I would have liked it if maybe just the center of it was really cheesy, but I could still
get some more or less cheesy bites.
Yeah. That was one thing I didn't enjoy, and the rest was the pickles, man. I'm not a pickle guy. I don't like pickles in my burger.
Now, these were not big pickles. They were many thinly cut pickle.
Very thin, but so many. Instead of just having 3 regular pickles, I had what felt like an endless supply of pickles. Maybe 10, 15 pickles.
An endless supply. About 10 or 15 very thinly cut pickles.
Yeah. I don't know how many there were, but I ate a bunch, and then I would start picking them out. I don't know if you noticed me
I didn't.
Removing them from the burger and still eating them because I like a pickle,
Mm-hmm.
just not in a burger.
Mm-hmm.
That's more of a personal taste.
A little bit, because even after we ordered our burgers, we were asked if everything was okay for it to be inside the burger. We made it clear, no tomatoes for Matthew. You were told about the onions.
Yeah.
And
didn't have a problem with the onions.
You had no
They were
issues.
Fine.
Okay.
Yeah. Everything about it. The bun was real good. I think, like you said, they were made in-house.
Yes.
Which is impressive to me.
It is
Made in
impressive. And I found that they were quite good buns.
Yeah.
Very soft. And they had a little sweetness to them, which I kind of like on a burger bun.
Yeah. But I feel like it was See, this place was all over the map because they do this really nice in-house bun, but then McCain French fries, Kraft cheese.
Okay. Well, we don't know if it's Kraft
I don't know. Yeah, maybe
cheese,
not. But if they're going with
but it's basically that American cheese.
Yeah. So just an American single. I don't know. It perplexes me what I think about this burger because I really enjoyed it for the first half, and then it was like so much cheese. I don't want all this cheese.
Really?
And by the end, I was like, well, I know I'm going to get a big glob of cheese in this last bite. Good thing I still have some French fries to wash it away.
Washing down cheese with French fries.
People do it.
I thought this was a smartly crafted burger.
Okay.
They were definitely doing their take on a classic American cheeseburger. Nice homemade bun. Lettuce, tomato, pickle, onion, cheese. And a not too thin beef patty. Well, a not too thick beef patty is what I mean to say.
Yeah, you had wanted it medium, right? Or medium
yeah, I
rare?
probably would have had it cooked a little less, a little bloodier, but it's a pretty thin patty.
Yeah.
So they just kind of cook it the way they cook it.
Yeah.
The cheese definitely melts into the burger. So maybe that's part of the issue, that the cheese wasn't separate. It was right in every bite.
I like that.
Melted in.
Just maybe I wanted I don't know what I would have changed. Probably just a smaller piece of cheese to not engulf the whole thing.
Maybe a different cheese?
Maybe a different cheese. Maybe something that wasn't so strong. And the patty was real good. I don't think I even talked about the patty, but the patty was delightful. I mean, just overpowered by the cheese.
I agree about the patty. I noted while I was eating it that this is a pretty well-seasoned patty. This patty, even though it's not thick like I generally like my patties, I like either a double thin patty or a single kind of thicker, meatier, steakier patty.
Okay.
And this was neither because it was just one patty. If it has second patty, I'd probably like it a little more, but also I'd be a little concerned about its stability. I will say with maybe 2 bites left on this burger, I was about to take a bite and all the innards just slipped right out and I was just holding little bits of bread.
Yeah.
And then I thought to myself, am I grabbing a fork? Am I doing this? No, I just kind of put it back together, licked my fingers and got right back in there.
Yeah. Did a little bit of surgery to that thing.
Matthew, I think we've gotten to that point in the show where we're going to rate these burgers.
Pretty burger-heavy episode.
Pretty burger-heavy episode, it's true.
Almost what it's supposed to be.
You'd think so. So let's get into it. What are your thoughts on this burger, Bar Loïc, their cheeseburger? I've heard on Instagram people calling it the best burger in town. I commented on every one of those photos saying, "We'll see."
We'll see. Like 100 times. How many pictures?
Not that many, just a couple.
Yeah. The best burger in Montreal or best burger in St. Henry?
I think they meant Montreal, but if they meant in town being St. Henry, they might have a bit more of a honest claim there.
Yeah, it might hold some weight. It was a really good burger. Mm-hmm. I will say that, but like I have just mentioned, the cheese and the pickles. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to make it lose points because of the pickles. That's really more my thing, but I think the cheese is going to bring it down a bit. I enjoyed the burger. It feels like something I would want to eat, walking down the street on a sunny day. Mm-hmm. Except that contradicts everything about who I am, not wanting to have something greasy in my hands.
Even that wax paper.
Yeah, it's true. So I'm going to give this burger a 7.5.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a little bit better than a good burger.
Yeah, like it could have had an 8. Could have.
What would have put it over for you, Matthew? Different cheese? Less cheese?
I think different cheese and less cheese.
Okay.
Different and less of it. And we would have been looking at an 8, possibly an 8.5, but I don't want to overstep with the 8.5. But we're in, no higher than an 8. 7.5 official rating for Loïc from Matthew.
Okay. Honestly, I don't have too many criticisms about this burger. Some things are a matter of personal taste. I think it seemed like a Boston lettuce was used. And I think at that point, why are we even putting lettuce in? Let's get a crispy iceberg lettuce. Are the nutrients there? Is it good for you? No, apparently not really. But it gives that crispness and that freshness that I feel like this burger called for. The tomato was good. Seemed like a bit of a thick slice. And it was, in some bites, kind of overpowering some of the other flavors. Maybe that's what you were missing in your burger, Matthew.
The crunch?
The tomato, just to wash away some of that cheese taste.
Maybe that, and I think even the iceberg lettuce, like you said.
Given that little extra crispness.
Yeah, I always get a lot of flack for liking iceberg lettuce.
In some cases, like a sandwich, like a burger, it gives a little crispy crunch that you need, that you're looking for. These pickles, because they were thin cut, didn't give much of that crispy crunchiness, but I'm not complaining about that at all. I thought that was a pretty good move. It gave the flavor, and it didn't really distract in any serious way. The sauce, the condiment, didn't really add too much. It was a pretty tame amount, and the flavor kind of got lost in the pickle. The cheese, I actually quite liked this cheese and this amount of cheese in this burger.
Oh, yeah.
The patty, like I said, I could have gone double. I could have gone thicker, but that's a little bit of a personal taste, I suppose. The bun had a little sweetness, a home-baked bun. It was a good bun. This was a pretty good burger. Even though now I'm getting a little nitpicky, these are little details here that I think could improve it. But I think, on the whole, a very good burger. The bun was a little soft.
Oh, you were singing that bun's praise a few moments ago.
It's a good bun. And the softness I like. It is maybe just not sturdy enough for all the contents. Like I said, they all slipped out. I could have also personally used more onions, but I love onions, and I know I like onions a lot more than the normal person. I can't use this against the burger.
Shouldn't you be able to? Isn't this a personal rating?
It is a personal rating, but I am choosing not to.
Okay.
To push my love of onions on the rating for all these burgers.
Okay.
These little tweaks in mind, I'm going to give this burger a pretty good rating.
Ooh.
Because I appreciate what it's doing.
Okay.
It's doing a classic cheeseburger, and it's doing it well. Is it doing it perfectly? No. But it is doing it very well. And if you're going out to this nice little wine bar in St. Henry, you're trendy little neighborhood, you're a little up and coming, you're some kind of sort of a yuppie neighborhood, you're going to this little wine bar, you're having oysters. I guess I was too, so I can't really be talking down to these people.